Hey everyone, my name is Erin and welcome to Everywhere on Earth with Erin Travel Channel. This is part one of my video about the awesome food that you're gonna eat in Jordan. And I'm sure you could probably find some of this food wherever you live, but there's nothing better than actually having authentic Jordanian cuisine when you're in Jordan. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is fatet hummus. So you've probably had hummus before, but this just takes it to a whole other level. So basically into the hummus, they bake in like chunks of bread, and then it's just like a creamier because they'll put like yogurt or tahine in it, and it just makes it so rich and yummy. And then they'll top it with pine nuts and like other green spicy things, as you see in this picture. This is the one I had in Amman. It is so good. And then you use pita bread and dip the pita bread in it to eat the fatet hummus. It's probably something you'd want to share with somebody because it is like really rich and it's hard to eat the entire thing for yourself. Another dish that I had was when I was in Es Salt and I went to a Jordanian home for lunch. Makluba. So this is the translation for makluba is upside down. So what they do is they take the chicken, I believe the chicken goes on the bottom, and then it's layered with rice and different vegetables, and then they cook it, and then when it's ready to serve, they flip it upside down, and then all the good stuff is on the top, and then it's sort of like in this tower thing. You can't really see it on this plate. This is the plate of food I had at the house when I went for lunch. Also here you'll see like there's what I think is like an Arabic salad with like cucumbers, tomato, and like lemon juice, olive oil. I guess kind of like a Greek salad. Then you'll also see on the plate there's stuffed grape leaves. So basically you're gonna, it's kind of like what you would have in tabbouleh, but you add rice and veggies and sometimes meat, and you just stuff them into the grape leaves, and they're so good. Like the flavor in the grape leaves I can't even describe. Like it's so amazing. And then there's something there, it's like rice something, and it has pine nuts in it. You'll find there's a lot of pine nuts in Jordanian cuisine. So that, and then there's some other thing with like a, I don't know if it's like it's a tzatziki kind of yogurty other thing. I'm not sure what that is. I had to ask what some of the stuff was, and I didn't get the best explanation, so that I don't know. Another awesome thing you can try is kebab. So this is what I had. I think this was after we went to Jerash. We went to a restaurant. So basically, like you can have like lamb kebab, beef, chicken kebab. This in the picture is chicken kebab, and then so you would have it, you know, you take it off the kebab and put it in a pita, and then as you see there's all other types of like toppings like rice and tabbouleh, and tabbouleh, which is actually, if you don't know, if you've never had it, it's like parsley, tomato, onion, olive oil, lemon juice. So it's kind of like a tart vegetable-y type thing, I guess you would say. So that's what you can, and then there was some tzatziki on the side. So the kebab, you could probably just eat the meat on its own or put it in a pita. Another dish is mansaf. So I tried this when I was in Petra. So this is like the traditional dish in Jordan. It's normally made with lamb, but this one I had was with chicken. So the lamb is cooked in fermented, dried goat's milk yogurt. That's hard to say. And then it's served with rice. And so it's really good. There was another kind of like sauce on the side here that I don't know if it was just an extension of that, but I put it on there and then kind of stuffed it into a pita, and it was really awesome. Then there, if you see in this picture too, this is another really popular thing to have, is it's lemon juice with mint, and it might be called a limonada, I'm not sure. So it's basically like a smoothie. There's crushed ice, lemon juice, and then they put a lot of mint in it. So this is a really refreshing drink to have when you're in Jordan. Moving on to dessert. This one is like a must-have if you can find it. This is a traditional Jordanian dessert. It's called Knefe. I hope I'm saying it right. And so what it is, it's really interesting. So it's like a thin noodly pastry, and then it's like soaked in a sweet syrup, and then it's layered with like cheese or like a clotted cream. Sounds kind of bizarre, but it's really, really good. So if you're gonna have a dessert in Jordan, this would be something that you should try. Also, like for instance, something you could drink would be like a lot of fresh juice. So there's a lot of fresh juice stalls around Jordan. Some popular ones would be like strawberry, mango, watermelon is one you'll see a lot, sugar cane, but don't drink too much of it, otherwise it'll give you a massive sugar high. I would say the most popular one, and probably the tastiest one, would be pomegranate juice. I did try some pomegranate juice in Madaba, and it was awesome. And as the guy told me, there's no water, no sugar added, so it's just pure juice, so that's a really nice treat. And I'm gonna end this video with coffee. So coffee is a big traditional thing in Jordan. It's also a very social thing. So there's basically like Arabic coffee or Turkish coffee, and the flavors are different and the methods of brewing are different. From what I believe, the Jordanian coffee is like more of a lightly roasted. It's closer, I think, to the Arabic style and flavored with like cardamom. So you can give that a try. And when you're in Jordan and somebody offers you coffee, it's rude to say no. So you'll definitely want to indulge in coffee. So that's it for part 1 of my little food tour of Jordan. You can click on to my next video about part 2, things to eat in Jordan, and of course, subscribe to my channel.